How to repurpose your content using the Content Multiplier Formula.
Them? Well, this week what we're going to be talking about is what we call the Content Multiplier Formula, and is probably one of the most self-explanatory names that I've ever used in my 15 plus years of marketing. We're going to take your content and we are going to multiply it. We're going to take your one piece and multiply it by 5, 10, 15, 20 different pieces to make sure that if you're willing to put in one 10-minute long video, you can turn that 10-minute long video, or less. It can be 5 minutes, it can be 7 minutes. I can even do this to a 2-minute long video. It's going to take the videos you're producing and turn them into multiple pieces of content that help you build, this is the most important word you're going to hear today in all of marketing, consistency online, to make sure that when people go looking, because people do, either in their inbox, on social media, or anywhere they go, they are going to see fresh and relevant content from you in a variety of mediums, what we call the omni-channel approach. They're going to see it via text, they're going to see it via picture, video, and blog post, and everything in between. I'm going to show you today examples of how, using our own technology you already have, you can actually implement some of these strategies for yourself and start executing on that content multiplier formula, so that if you put in time for one video, it'll last you darn near close to 30 days. So you don't have to worry about constantly producing more, because that's a time-consuming effort. So, first topic. What do we have to do is we're going to be establishing what is going to be our topic of the week, what is going to be the blog that we want to put together, what are we going to be talking about today. So in here we have recommended tools. You're going to see a trend here today. Ren Assistant's going to be number one on just about all of these. But if you wanted to branch out, you wanted to do it a different way, we're open to that. You're going to have other resources too. But what I'm going to show you today is how to use the Ren Assistant, because that's what I use. And that's what got me here to the position that I'm in. So what we're going to start out by doing is actually specifying the objectives and goals for the content. The goal of every single piece of marketing is also known as the CTA, call to action. We need to make sure we have a call to action as our goal, and then our objective overarchingly should always be to educate our people along the way. So now that we've identified what we want to do, and for anyone's like, why would you stick with education? We're in sales. We are very much in sales. Everyone on this call is in sales in some form, shape, or fashion. Why do we want to educate? Well, it's very simple. I learned this a long time ago. If you ever want to build rapport with anyone on the face of the planet, the fastest and best way to build rapport with any single person is to teach them something they didn't know, almost instantly. We need to ask. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Feedly, you can use Answer the Public. I'm going to use Ren Assistant, and I'm going to ask them, what are some trending topics or relevant subjects within the field of real estate I should be doing a video on today? So let's go ahead back to our dashboard. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do it right here on the resources page, because that's where I told you all to go. That's where I'm going to do it. I'm going to say over here, hey, Ren AI, what are 5 topics in bullet point that are trending in real estate today that I should consider doing a video on? It says, here are 5 topics. This right here, these 5 topics could easily be talked about for, call it 3 to 5 minutes a piece, which would put you in line for between 20 to 30 minutes of video. So what we're going to do is I'm going to recommend today, using our Ren Assistant, pick a topic. So we've got our topic here. Going back to our checklist. So we've got our topic from the Ren Assistant, and then we're going to review the generated topic and make sure it aligns with our content strategy. Our content strategy should be something along these lines. If you're not familiar with what the content strategy is, it's if you're going to work a certain niche or educate them on a certain topic, it helps to have a progression. So what's a content strategy? Pick a certain topic and build a progression of videos around it, because the worst thing in the world is if you find something that's super interesting and there's no more resources about it when you go looking, that can be a turnoff along the way. So if you're going to pick one of these topics, let's see if we can build a 2, 3, or 4 video progression around that same vein of selling a home, buying a home, staging a home, etc. And that's going to really benefit us in the long run. And we might have a great idea for a video. Let's just make sure it's in line with the other videos we've been producing. Keep that continuity, and keep that consistency along the way. So we should all at this point here have a topic that we've generated using the Ren AI tool. Now, what we're going to do is outline a few key points and then build a script. Very easy to do. So what we're going to do is go here. I'm going to pick number 5 right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go down here, paste it in. Now I'm going to say, for this topic, tips on maximizing the resale value of a property, please give me 10 bullet points to follow when doing a video on this topic. And what this is going to do now is give you a pseudo script broken out into bullet points that you can then follow, use for reference, read verbatim. You now have the starting points of a bigger and better video based around that one topic and or a progression of videos. Each of these bullet points could easily be a 1 or 2 minute long video, and all together they get put together to make that 7 to 10 minute long video, which is what we're going to talk about a little bit more down the road as well. So we've got all of our different topics here, all 10 of them. And now we have our inspiration. We know what we're going to talk about. We have our objectives. We have our goals. Now what we're ready to do, and if you would like, you can easily say, okay, Ren Assistant, please create me a script around these 10 bullet points, just like this. Please create me a script around these 10 bullet points. This one here, now each bullet point has its own individual script, which you can easily copy and paste and start using immediately. So now we've got bullet points, we've got a script, we've got a topic, it's following what we need to do. We are ready to sit down and start recording a video. So this is something that has a lot of different ways that you can do it. For recording your video, you can use a cell phone. You can use, we talked about last time, having different kinds of video cameras, handheld, anything along those lines. So what I would do, record a quick video, just going through my bullet points here, yada, 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 yada. What I always recommend doing is going to rensupport.com. If you haven't been here, it's probably the greatest invention in the history of Ren. At the bottom, what my personal favorite is, I can request a video edit. If you're on our Database Pro program, and if you're working with a marketing success manager on our team, you can simply submit a video right here on the spot. I recorded it on my cell phone. I go to rensupport.com. I submit it over. We are ready to go. If you're not a Database Pro client on our higher white glove service with a marketing success manager assigned to you, I'm going to show you what we can do in between then and now. What we can use is use programs like what we call CapCut. This right here, I'm old enough where I grew up using Windows Movie Maker, where it was the most simple thing on the face of the planet. This is easier than that. This is something that literally, I have a 1 and 10-month-old, almost a 2-year-old at home. She can almost use this when we're working on videos together. It's that simple. It's absolutely mind-blowingly easy. You upload a video to it, and it helps you just edit out little pieces, and it uses AI to actually tell you hey, have you considered trimming this part or expanding this part or putting a cut here? It'll practically walk you through it. It costs almost nothing, and it's like having a full-blown video editor at your fingertips if you don't have one of the Wren white glove services along the way. And then what we're going to want to do is upload those videos to YouTube as well as to the other social media platforms. There, I want to show you my favorite tool I've ever found online. It is called, well, a really, really hard to pronounce and read name, but it's ChatGPT for YouTube. Well, John, what does it do? Well, let me show you what it does. I'm going to go to youtube.com. So, all right, we're going to look at this one right here, AI Algorithm Ninja. I'm going to click on it, and I have that ChatGPT for YouTube. And what I'm going to do is pause because we don't want to watch a 2-minute long commercial before we get to the 8-minute long video. Check this out over here. Because I have YouTube for ChatGPT downloaded, it's going to show up over here in the top right-hand corner, a little guy right there. Don't have to click it. Don't have to do anything. Now, when I go to YouTube, I get this pop up over here. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to summarize what's in this video. It's going to take its time. I haven't even played the video. I haven't even made it by the ads of the video. This is giving me a full-blown, ready-to-use, call it a transcription, but it's a bullet-pointed with emoji version of what's covered in this video. Now imagine you just put in blood, sweat, and tears to a 7-minute long video, and you were just pouring your heart out about the marketplace and that you created this awesome knowledge that you want to put on YouTube and distribute out to your database. What it's going to do, it's going to listen to your video. It's going to look at you. It's going to pick up on your tone, your pace, your style, and then it's going to write you a description with emojis. And now what you could do is say, okay, cool. I have all this right here. Copy it. Now you can paste it right into the description of your video. Honestly, looking at this here, it's better than what he's using. You want to now post these on social media, you can use the exact same descriptions right here for the body of your post. You can
This is the video that I'm going to use for the example. So you can go ahead and ask ChatGPT to summarize it, and it'll give you those bullet points. So now it's summarized your video here. So now I took that video and I broke it down in Opus Clip. So you have your 10 short form videos. So for this example, we're going to use this first video here. You want to download your video, and you always want to make sure that you have a thumbnail for your video. For your thumbnail, you can use Canva. It's really easy to use. So for this example, I did use Canva, and I built out this here thumbnail. So you just download it. And now once you have it downloaded, you want to go over to your Wren dashboard. Once you're here, you go over to Social Sphere, and you want to go ahead and upload a video. Add your video. Awesome. And you always want to upload your thumbnail. Like that. We have a different thumbnail, but we're going to use this one for the example. Now for your caption, you want to go back over to your examples, the bullet points that you have here, and you just pick which one you want. I'm going to use this first one here. And you post it here. Once you have your thumbnail on here, you'll see the post here like this, and you'll have your content. You can see what it would look like, and you can schedule it to go out at a different date, or you can post it right away. Really simple. So it really takes you just a few minutes to put this in here once you have everything done.